Messy.
Inconvenient.
Expensive.
Empowering.
Weird.
If you've been told important information and like you're prepared, then you don't really need to worry.
Things always happen in a sequence, and that's useful. Periods won't come out of the blue. They will come when pubic hair and hair under the arms and slightly hairier legs have got to a certain stage, and breasts have got to a certain stage, and then a period will come.
Being ready for your period, there's two issues here. There's the issue of your first period, which you probably, all you can say is carry protection as your body starts to develop. But once you are regularly menstruating, you do see changes in your body, changes in vaginal discharge, your breasts, your skin, even your bowel activity will all change in relation to an impending period, and you just get used to that happening. It doesn't tend to happen completely out of the blue.
I can tell that my period is due by a few things. First is change of mood. That did not affect me in the past as much. I think it is now, perhaps because I'm perimenopausal, but I know if I'm a little bit irritable and not as kind and polite to my loved ones, I'm very apologetic when it arrives. So that's one element. Second thing is I feel that uterus is getting ready, almost like not a contraction, but a fine stretching. But also my diary, I don't track it electronically simply because I still live in 13th century, but I do tend to track it in my paper calendar. So I circle it with a bright color. So first circle is for the day it arrives, and second circle is for the day it stops, the last day of a period. That gives me a nice idea when the next one is due.
So what is a normal period? Well, like all things in nature, there's a huge range, and a normal period may be just a stain, or it may be quite a flood. Of course, if it's a flood, then one wants to be sure that there isn't something else going on that might be causing that flood. You should think that your periods are rather heavy if you need to change protection during the night, or if the period stops you doing something you'd like to do because you're worried about an accident. Usually periods will be a bit uncomfortable, but the sort of crampy discomfort that a girl gets should be able to be helped by just a Nurofen or something like that. You should seek advice if your period is keeping you awake at night or making you have a day off school or college, because that's not right. And that might be telling us that there's some other condition going on that is making your periods more painful.
I've got quite a strange relationship with periods because I'm always being irregular, so kind of always catches me by surprise. But I feel like in the last few years I've really learned to harness the feelings that I have when I do get my periods, and I'm starting to see them as quite positive and a time for myself. Yeah.
I think that it is a beautiful sign of being a woman. There are many complications to periods, I think, but it's also a way of it really telling your body telling you that, you know, maybe something's wrong, or that, you know, everything is kind of ticking over well. So yeah, empowering.